If you've ever bought property in Europe or the US or anywhere else, you're probably used to this. You hire a real estate agent, they help you search, negotiate and close, and you pay them a fee, sometimes thousands, even 10,000s. But in Dubai, that's not how it works. Here, the developer pays the commission. So the obvious question is, why wouldn't you use an agent? In this video, I'll break down how real estate agents work in Dubai, what it costs or doesn't cost you as a buyer, the value an agent can provide, especially if you're new to the city, and how to avoid bad apples in the industry. Let's dive in. Unlike many other countries, in Dubai, developers are responsible for paying the agent commission, not the buyer. That means if you buy an off-plan property through a licensed agent, you pay the exact same price as going directly to the developer. You often even get more perks, for example, better units, early access, or some other incentives. You get full service, strategy, and support at no extra cost for you. The standard commission in Dubai is typically 4 to 6% depending on the property and also the developer. But again, this is paid by the seller or developer, not you. So as a buyer, working with a good agent is basically getting expert help for free. In some other countries, you pay massive for it. Let's be honest, the word agent doesn't always inspire trust. But in Dubai, a good agent needs to do a lot more than just show you around. First of all, they need to do the market analysis. They need to understand the trends, the yields, the price per square feet, all the data, and they need to match you with the areas that fit your goals. Second, they need to do the developer due diligence. Is this builder reliable? Will they finish on time? Do they have good payment plans or hidden costs? The third part is the unit selection strategy. They need to choose the right stack, the layout, the floor, the view, all the things that you might find confusing, so that you can avoid choosing units that are hard to resell or rent later. And fourth, the negotiation and incentives. Some agents can unlock lounge access, post handover payment plans, or inventory that isn't even public. The fifth part is the full process support. It's the SPA signing, support the payment schedules, the DLD registration, power of attorney if needed, and all that administrative stuff. And here's something most people don't know. Agents who are really plugged into the developer's network often get access to discounts, better units, or even fully furnished offers long before they hit the public market. That's because a good agent maintains strong personal relationship with the developers. They know who's serious, what's really selling, and where opportunities are hidden. And let's be real, every developer naturally wants to present their own projects as the best. That's marketing and that's fair. But when you work with an agent, you're working with someone who looks across multiple developers and projects. That mean more objectivity, more transparency, and a better chance to compare multiple options side by side. A good agent protects you from emotional, uninformed choices and helps you think like a long-term investor. They analyze the market on a daily basis, not once every few years like most of the buyers do. You might ask yourself, should I work with big agencies or a boutique one? Big agencies have massive teams, huge marketing budgets, and a lot of listings. For a long time, I thought that was better. More resources, more reach, more power. But then I realized that scale often comes at a cost. The cost is personal attention, true client focus, and custom strategy. You're one of many, just a lead in a CRM system. In a smaller team, as for example Gorilla Real Estate, you get something else. You're not just a lead in the pipeline. You're a person with real goals, and that matters. Smaller agencies, boutique agencies often take the time to truly understand what you're trying to build, whether it's passive income, long-term appreciation, or a mix of both. You don't get passed from one department to the next. You deal with someone who knows your story, your preferences, and your long-term vision. And sometimes clients and business contacts become friends. And that's the fun part. The concept of boutique agencies is that we are not chasing volume, we are building relationships. That means we think with you, not just for you, and we stay with you long after the first property is signed. So ask yourself, do you want a flashy brochure or a trusted partner by your side? So yes, you can go directly to a developer, as many people do, but here is what often happens, and I don't want to say it, but many of my clients told me so. You get assigned to some kind of junior sales rep with no flexibility. You only see what that developer has to offer. You don't get a real comparison to other projects because that doesn't make sense to compare your developer's project with some other developers. You may miss red flags like resale risks or weak demands. It's like walking into a car dealership and assuming they will tell you if a competitor has a better offer. Agents, on the other hand, work across developers. They can compare return on investment potential, build quality, handovers in history. They can compare payment plan terms. And since you don't pay extra, why wouldn't you want someone on your side? And of course, not all agents are created equal, and here's what to look for. Are they a licensed agency? Do they ask about your goals or just pitch shiny brochures? Do they offer off-market or pre-launch access? And can they show you examples of past deals, results, and clients? And most importantly, do they help you build a strategy or just sell a product? If you're serious about investing, you need someone who thinks long-term with you. So let's get back to the question, should you work with a real estate agent in Dubai? If you're buying off-plan or investing from abroad, absolutely. You'll get access, strategy, insights, and support without paying a fee. But don't settle. Choose someone who works transparently, asks the right questions, and helps you think like a smart investor. If that's what you're looking for, I'd love to help you. My WhatsApp link is below. Reach out and let's figure out what your next move could look like. Thanks for watching again, guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more no-nonsense real estate content from Dubai.